Exclusive, Dems are on the greatest witch hunt since Salem, according to Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr. can't help but think the team of Democratic donors on special counsel Robert Mueller's team are on a witch hunt, according to an exclusive video interview with the Daily Caller News Foundation. In fact, it's the greatest witch hunt since Salem, Trump said in the January interview. He explained that the media has staked its credibility on the notion that Russian collusion has to be real. They have pushed this narrative for so long, they need it to be true, and they will do whatever it takes to make it so. After a major investment of time and legal fees, the only things discovered are some pretty serious plots that show they weaponized the FBI and DOJ against the duly elected president of this country. He hopes we get to the bottom of it fast. President Donald Trump's son doubts that his father will get the same privileges from the Mueller team that Hillary Clinton received when she was interviewed by the FBI. He discussed the double standard for people outside the system. Trump Jr. spent 25 hours giving testimony for a 20-minute meeting he had, while Clinton only gave 11 hours of testimony after she lied about Benghazi where 4 people died. On responding to leftist billionaire George Soros, who condemned President Trump in Davos, Trump said, "He's the one trying to undermine the duly elected President of the United States, with contributing to so many groups in the resistance. If George wants to run, he should. Maybe he should step in the ring. Don't just fund it with billions from the side." As for labels the left gives his father, including calling him a racist, Trump said, "If it's your answer to any argument you can't win, you actually do a real disservice to those people actually afflicted by it, racism." Trump Jr. recalled that Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton and other liberal black leaders found that his father wasn't so terrible a couple years ago when progressives would hit him up for charity dollars and sponsorships. Mentioning the incident in which former CNN commentator Donna Brazile relayed debate questions to Hillary Clinton, Trump said the media bias is so palpable, it's disgusting. The mainstream media never asked a tough question of former President Barack Obama in 8 years, he said. Despite the consistently unfair treatment of his father, he actually enjoyed the 90-minute press conference on January 16 when Ronnie Jackson gave his father an excellent bill of health for cognitive abilities and more. He says that as he watched the press ask questions, he felt like he was watching Dumb and Dumber. He additionally called his dad the blue-collar billionaire because, as a builder, his dad would routinely talk with his workers on the ground and interact with working-class people, something that others in his position don't do. And if his dad were a Democratic president, Trump Jr. believes that people would be using words like unprecedented to describe his first-year accomplishments. His dad is the last person in the country who needed this job, Trump Jr. said. For every cabinet head in the Obama administration, it was probably the best job they have ever had. Yet, for his father's cabinet, because of the threats they are under, these people are probably in the worst job they have ever had, as they have already had extraordinary professional success and in many cases stepped away from that to serve their country. According to Donald Trump Jr., it's the first time we have had someone in conservative leadership who will actually call the other side out and fight back. He's a counterpuncher. The swamp may bite, he said, but his father bites back. For more information on Donald Trump Jr., join the 2.52 million following him on Twitter or like his Facebook page.